Have you ever felt the silence before a storm? That strange, heavy silence where every breath feels louder than thunder. That was the atmosphere inside the Chai Health Center in Omaha, Nebraska. A December night, the air thick with anticipation. Thousands of fans roared, yet in the center of the ring, two men stood still, eyes locked, minds sharper than blades. On one side, Terence "Bud" Crawford, undefeated, relentless, the pride of Omaha, the man who had made champions bow before him time and time again. His face carried no fear, only the calm confidence of someone who knows the storm belongs to him. On the other side, Avanesyan, the Russian warrior, tough, determined, a fighter with a reputation for breaking opponents apart with sheer pressure. Tonight, he wasn't just here to fight. He was here to conquer, to shock the world. The bell rang. Round one began. Crawford's movements were measured, precise. He tested distance with sharp jabs, circling like a predator stalking. But Avanesyan wasn't intimidated. He marched forward, throwing heavy shots, targeting the body with brutal intent. The crowd gasped at every exchange. Avanesyan's punches thudded into Crawford's arms and ribs, and some whispered, "Is Crawford in trouble?" But Crawford never blinked. His eyes were locked, studying, calculating every motion. He wasn't just fighting. He was collecting data. Each step, each punch, each breath, they were the notes of a song only he could hear. The question that lingered in the arena was chilling. Would Avanesyan break Crawford's undefeated streak? Or was Crawford simply waiting for the perfect moment to unleash destruction? The storm was coming, but no one knew on whose side it would strike. By the middle rounds, Avanesyan's plan was clear: overwhelm Crawford. He didn't care about elegance or grace. His strategy was simple: pressure, pressure, and more pressure. Every step Avanesyan took was forward. His gloves swung like sledgehammers, hammering at Crawford's body, chest, and arms. The sound of leather crashing into flesh echoed across the arena. Crawford had no room to breathe. For the first time in years, the crowd saw something rare: Crawford being pushed. His composure never broke, but Avanesyan's relentless attacks forced him to move differently, to stay cautious. The Russian wasn't here for respect. He wasn't here for survival. He was here to destroy. The crowd could feel the tension. With every punch, Avanesyan grew bolder. He cut the distance. He smothered Crawford. He landed clean shots that drew gasps. For a brief moment, it felt like the unthinkable could happen. Crawford could actually lose. And yet, through it all, Crawford's eyes told another story. They weren't the eyes of a man afraid. They were the eyes of a hunter studying prey. Calm, cold, calculating. Avanesyan kept swinging, kept pressing, but with every round, Crawford's timing grew sharper. He began slipping punches, landing counters, and slowly turning momentum. Still, the danger was real. Avanesyan wasn't slowing down. His punches may not have carried the precision of Crawford's, but their raw power was undeniable. Fans were left biting their nails. Was Avanesyan about to shock the world, or was he unknowingly walking into a trap crafted by one of boxing's deadliest finishers? The storm clouds were gathering. Something big was coming. The sixth round began, and it was clear the tide was turning. Avanesyan charged forward again, swinging with the same ferocity. But this time, Crawford wasn't backing away. He wasn't just surviving the storm anymore. He was starting to control it. Crawford's movement became razor sharp. He slid, pivoted, and fired punches from angles Avanesyan couldn't anticipate. A jab snapped Avanesyan's head back. A counter left hook landed flush. The crowd erupted. It was as if Crawford had finally unlocked the code. Every mistake Avanesyan made, every overextended punch, every aggressive rush, Crawford punished with frightening precision. But the Russian refused to fold. His toughness was unmatched. He absorbed shot after shot and kept coming forward, like a machine programmed for war. The crowd respected it, even cheered for it. Yet Crawford, he was no longer defending. He was dissecting, and the calm expression on his face, it was chilling. This was no longer a battle of survival. It was a hunt. As the round drew to a close, Crawford began landing combinations that rattled Avanesyan. The sound of leather against flesh echoed louder, sharper, and with more authority. The arena felt the shift. Bud, Bud, Bud chants filled the air. Crawford's hometown fans could sense it. Something devastating was about to happen. Avanesyan still pressed forward, fearless, swinging wide hooks that barely missed their mark. But behind every exchange, one truth became clear. Crawford was setting the trap. The question now was terrifying. Would Avanesyan walk into the punch that could end everything? The countdown to destruction had begun. Round 7. The air was electric. Everyone in the arena could feel it. The fight was building towards something violent, something unforgettable. Avanesyan came forward yet again, relentless as always. His punches still carried power, but Crawford's timing was sharper than ever. He moved like a ghost, slipping just outside range, waiting for the perfect opening. Then it happened. Avanesyan launched a right hand, heavy and committed. For a split second, he left himself exposed. Crawford saw it. He reacted instantly. A sharp left uppercut, followed by a thunderous right hook. The punch landed flush. Avanesyan's head snapped back violently. His body froze. His eyes lost focus. And then, in a moment that stunned the entire world, he collapsed. Boom. The sound of his body hitting the canvas silenced the arena for half a second before the explosion of screams erupted. "Oh my God!" The commentators lost their voices. The fans jumped to their feet. The referee began the count. 1, 2, 3. Avanesyan's body twitched as he tried to rise. His spirit was willing, but his body was gone. Crawford's punch had shut down everything. 4, 5, 6. The arena was in chaos. Some fans celebrated, others were in shock. 7, 8, 9. Avanesyan couldn't get up. 10. The fight was over. Crawford had done it again. Another knockout. Another reminder that when he finds his moment, there is no escape. The hunter had struck. As the referee waved his arms, the arena erupted. Terence "Bud" Crawford had delivered yet another chilling knockout, one that would replay on highlight reels for years to come. Avanesyan lay on the canvas, brave but broken. He had fought with courage, pushed the champion harder than most expected, but in the end, he fell to the storm. Crawford stood tall, arms raised, sweat dripping, breathing heavy. Yet in his eyes there was no surprise, no shock. He knew this was coming. He had planned for it, waited for it, and when the moment arrived, he struck with perfection. The crowd screamed his name. Bud, Bud, Bud. This wasn't just another win. This was a statement. A warning to the entire boxing world. Step into the ring with Terence Crawford and be prepared to fall. Avanesyan had shown heart. He had shown toughness. But toughness alone cannot survive precision, timing, and raw power combined into one fighter. Crawford proved again that he wasn't just undefeated. He was untouchable. A predator unlike any other. And as he left the ring that night, one question echoed louder than ever. Who in the world can stop Terence "Bud" Crawford? For now, the answer was clear. No one.